integrity and aptitude. This is for 250 marks. Okay. Now, what we do, we'll take a look at the marks analysis copy, okay, of the same. It's very interesting to note on the last column, GS4 marks. This is 2014 toppers marks in this paper, Ethics, Integrity, Aptitude paper. More than 140, only one who is the topper. Srivastava, I think, number one topper. He was the IPS probationer, got into IAS, who is the topper. He was the only guy who could score 143 out of 250. He's the only one. So far, 2011 onwards, UPSC has introduced this ethics paper. First time, only one candidate could score more than 140. Why? If you look at 131 to 140, just 7. And 100 to 110, 43 candidates in the last out of 1,000 selections. And majority, almost, see, out of 12,000 candidates, 12,000 candidates who appear for the mains, who took this paper, out of this 2,000, only 24, 8, 50, like 6, then 57, this is 100, 140, roughly around 150 candidates could score more, just above 100 and above, out of 250. What is the problem with this paper? There is fundamental problem not with the paper, with our approach to ethics paper. I have noticed many ready reckoners, the previous rank holders notes. I'm very sure you will be downloading from Telegram. I'm very sure the PDF. So if I say that is the fundamental error you are committing in this paper. You may not agree with me, but as we progress, it's a very funny paper. We all believe that this paper is just for 250 marks, forgetting one thumb rule, especially this paper. Though UPSC has prescribed 6 or 7 chapters as a syllabus and case studies, the 7th chapter is case studies, situational. So we tend to believe that it's like any other paper, GS paper. What is so special about GS4? It's like any other history, geography, polity, economy, agriculture. What is so unique about this? The fundamental difference between ethics paper and other GS papers is this. Other GS papers means GS1, 2, 3 and essay. These papers are fact based. If you are good with reports, budget, Press Information Bureau reports, then Niti Aayog reports, it's very easy to crack this, because the fact is, what is fact based? This is data based. If we are good with the data about Indian agriculture, the pulses production, the food grains production, then monsoon failure, the monsoon distribution across the subcontinental India. If you are good with the atlas, school atlas, the rivers, the mountains, natural resources, the minerals, it's all plotted on a single page. That's what I did while preparing for, like you. I have mastered the entire atlas, the school atlas, and the globe. To understand the ocean currents, I did not refer the notes, I refer the globe. Globe, it's indicated beautifully the ocean currents, the temperature distribution, accordingly the density as well as the pressure differences. What is like geography? I'm not going to that. The bottom line is these papers are the data driven, fact based, which are available. You get plenty of study material for this. When it comes to the GS4, that is, this is for 250 marks, there is no data. Absolutely, there is no data. Our university exams, our degree exams, engineering, medicine, is basically this. There is no standard textbook, prescribed textbook. Whatever available in the market, that is not ethics, integrity, aptitude paper. That's not the study material. It's not study material. They write absolute nonsense and sell to people like you, this is the most authentic. There is no authentic material available for GS4. Whatever available in the market is not authentic. You will not get, why out of 12,000, only 100 score just above 100 marks out of 250, the 240, only one guy. Why? There must be, but did they follow the same material which is available in the textbooks in the market? I can assure you, no. Whoever be attentive in this class, my approach is not teach you this syllabus, absolutely not. My approach is to just make you aware that whatever the syllabus prescribed under this by the UPSC, it's already there in your life, in my life. It's already there in each one of us. But we are not ready to explore what is this person is telling. How can ethics be in me? How can morality be in me? How can integrity be in me if it is there? Oh, like it is there in each one of us. We can't be social beings without moral, that is niti. We can't be social being without ethics in our life, in our day-to-day life. This syllabus is not a textbook based syllabus. This syllabus is your life based. I have realized this and got convinced. I'm convinced only after attending two different interviews of the UPSC, of the mock interviews as a member, and now Group 1 interviews of Andhra Pradesh Public Service Commission. I'm completely convinced of one factor. This is one paper, 250 marks, no doubt. In the UPSC interview for civil services, that is for 275 marks. when it comes to the group 1, that is for 75 marks, whoever the candidate, the candidate related ethics, integrity, aptitude subtopics with his or her life, taken examples from his or her life while preparing for this paper, indirectly preparing for this 275 for the interview also. The beautiful part of this is by sincerely relating each word of this paper, because each word, it is there in our life. Believe me, it is there. It has to be there. You have to believe and you have to start doing the homework. Many mock interviews, or for that matter, that highest level interview board where I was a member, this is shocking to see that 99% of the candidates who succeeded and scored excellent mark in the interview boards have applied this to their life. From your answers we could make out, have you applied honesty to your exam preparation, to your school days, to your family, to your current now? Have you shown integrity? Whoever has related these with his or her life, means they experimented while preparing for this paper. They prepared this not for 250 marks. They prepared their personality too, so that in the interview they scored 200 plus. It's a brilliant master stroke by UPSC introducing this EIT. When I was taking this exam, it was not there. We have additional optional papers, 2 optionals that time, 93. Now, I have noticed those who are qualified for the interview, when I ask them simple question like, what is ethical dilemma? Can you define what is dilemma? Can you just give me one example of ethical who qualified for the interview, mock interview for the UPSC? This is for 275 marks. They studied this entire paper and qualified for the interview. My simple question is, can you give one example of ethical dilemma? They are very good at theory, but when it comes to 30 seconds, 40 seconds answer in the interview board, they're absolutely clueless. Absolutely clueless. I simply asked, narrate one instances in your life where you have shown honesty. Where did you show honesty? Have we not shown honesty in our life at all? I'm certain that each one of us shown honesty in some college days with the friends group or the family or preparing for this exam. In our life spectrum, we have shown honesty without knowing that it is honesty in action. We are not aware. That's where in the interview, either you get 200 plus or end up with 145, 150. That's why this paper is not theoretical. It is applied to our life. It's a journey to explore your life. It's not a theory class. If you are ready for the journey, then it's a beautiful subject. You are not preparing just for 250 marks. You are preparing for 250 plus 275. Your interview is like, because all the questions in the interview are to, to test your spontaneous, natural, realistic, life centric. That have you experienced this or not? Each one of us, each one of us, if I say there is morality in each one of us, then what is morality? How do you know that I'm a moral being? So, what is the definition of morality? That's what we are going to. So, each word has a definite understanding. If you are ready to understand, please be here. If you don't want to apply that morality to your life, don't expect me to spoon feed you, because you lived 25 years. And if you say that, sir, I have no morality, means I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Only thing is, we are not aware of what action is moral action, what action is ethics driven action. We are not aware. This entire exercise is to make you aware of your own action from your own life experiences, which may be treated as a moral action, morally driven action, or ethically driven action. Start with, if there is a separate word, ethics is a separate word, morality is a separate word, yes or no? When there are two words, there has to be difference, then only you will have two words, yes or no? What is the difference? Little theory, maximum application to our life, your life. Are you ready for this journey? It's not a theory. It is opening up your life, taking out your own examples, and apply that example to one of this. Is it ethics? Is it morality? Is it integrity? Is it honesty? Is it justice? Is it fairness? These words are heard again and again and again without knowing actually I am living that. You are honest. You are morally committed. Then what is then morality? It's not a theory. If you deeply go into morality ethics, you will become a philosopher. You will never become a civil servant. Do you want to become a philosopher? This is not the class. I can't teach you philosophy. I'm not. No. I'm an administrator. I'm a cop. Experimented last 32 years with my policing, where to shoot, not to shoot, to arrest, not to arrest, to let go, not to let go, to accept bribe, not to accept. It's lived again and again the dilemmas. That's what attracted me to this subject, ethics. Why UPS has introduced? It all started like that. Okay. Now, we start with some visuals just to understand one concept called what is morality. Each word has a definite understanding, because we are all moral beings. It is there in you and in me. It has to be there. Otherwise, you will not be here. You will not be here. Not the civil services class, but as a human being, as a social being, if anyone is a social being, has to have a morality. So what is this morality again and again? What is this? I'll show you some visuals. Okay, more. Not more. Back. How to go back to again? Again, back. Sorry, thank you. Yeah, menu. Thank you. Fair enough. Take these four. The concept is morality. Is only one word, morality. How do I understand? As a civil servant, what is morality? How do I understand? From my little life experience, these are the most well-known cases that happened. Okay. Now, first case is Sivarasan and Dhanu, LTTE terrorists, right? Dhanu blown her up into pieces by wearing a belt and killing Rajiv Gandhi on the spot. Sure. Right? What was at the back of the mind of Dhanu and Sivarasan? What was? When she was about to bend, she knows very well that once she bend forward, the circuit is completed and it explodes. Right? What was at the back of her mind when she was about to bend forward to explode herself? What could be the thought? It's not theory. It's a common sense. That's why it is a thinking driven subject. It's not a theory based subject. What was at the back of her mind? Whatever at the back of her mind was morality. What was that morality? That morality says that, what was that morality? It says that I shall blow myself up for creating an independent country for Tamilians in Sri Lanka. Tamil Elam. Is there any other thought behind her mind? There is no other thought coming to her mind except sacrificing myself, blowing myself up into pieces for the larger cause called Tamil Elam. I hope you are with me. Last benchers, any confusion? So what happened at the back of her mind is morality, driven by independent nation, Tamil Elam. Up to this point, you are with me? The second, Ajmal Kasab. You heard about that one? Taj Hotel attack. 26th 11. Mumbai Taj. 27th. July. 26th 11. Taj. 262 innocent citizens like you shot dead brutally and openly displaying the weapons and explosives. What was at the back of Ajmal Kasab's mind when he was taking away the lives, knowing very well that he's not going to live? He knows very well that he's going to die. Either police kill him or the judicial process and hang till death. He knows very well there is no going back. He doesn't want to live. What was at the back of his mind? That is morality. What the morality said? He said that if you bring the glory of God here by killing, by sacrificing yourself, you will be welcomed to heaven and 72 virgins will take care of you. Is there any other reason? Is there any other thought behind his mind? There was no other thought. Like Dhanu and Sivarasan, at the back of their mind was that the glory of Tamil Elam. That was only one. There is no other thought. Here, Ajmal Kasab, heaven and 72 virgins. Nothing more, nothing else. I kill myself for my God so that I'll be taken care. Is there any other thought coming to your mind? That is morality. To him, that is morality for Dhanu. Now Nathuram Godse. What was at the back of his mind when he was pulling the trigger? What was at the back of his mind? What could be at the back of his mind? Have you seen the movie Nathuram Godse, Why I Killed Gandhi? To understand the morality of Nathuram Godse, you must watch the movie Why I Killed Gandhi. Nathuram Godse. So what was that morality at the back of mind of Nathuram Godse? What was that? Because of you, partition happened. Because of your ahimsa, your satyagraha, your way of life, which is not acceptable to me. It's not God. It's not heaven. It's not Tamil Eelam. It's not an independent country. It's that because of you, there are millions of people. Because of the partition, because of you, partition happened. Because of your ahimsa, the stupid ahimsa principle, because of that, millions of people suffering and suffered. That's my morality. You shall be put to death. You are unworthy of living. You are not a saint, you are an evil. Because of your actions, because of your inactions. That's my morality. Nathuram Godse. There is no religion. Absolutely. There is no other religious indoctrination. There is absolutely no independent country like Tamil Eelam. There is absolutely no morality indoctrinated by the religious leaders about heaven and virgins. Absolutely. It's not. So his morality is unique. That something drove him is unique to only Nathuram Godse. That something unique to him is unique to Azbal Kasab and to his brothers, 13 people. And Dhanu, the uniqueness, that self-driven ideology. Thank you, Ma. 24, no? Thank you. Sure, ide. Thank you. Okay, we'll take one more example now. Now tell me, what is morality? I gave 3 examples. What is morality? Sorry? Open a little bit, yeah. Way of thinking? Okay. Way of thinking. Is it group thinking, individual thinking? Morality is always individual centric. I, me, myself. Either, what is the source of I, me and myself? There has to be a source. Dhanu, what is the source of morality? Independent country for Tamil Eelam, is the source of her morality. So she was individualistic. Morality is always individual centric. Now tell me, what is that morality in you? Take one example of. One example where you say that this is my morality. Anyone has grandchildren, grandparents? What is the age of the grandparents? 70 plus. Who is taking care of them? Why they are taking care of them? Because it's the belief that I'm duty bound to take care of my parents because they were there when I was most needed, my infant days, when I was can I take care of when I was sick, when I need financial support for my education, when I need a shoulder to cry over. They stood by me. Now they have become frail. They cannot take care of themselves. You can send them to what you call this home for the aged. Will you do it? Why not? What is that holding you back from sending your grandparents who are aged, infirm, defenseless, totally dependent? Why can't you send them to home for the aged? What is that holding you back? That is the moral fiber in you. Now tell me, give me one person who doesn't have a morality in him or her among this group. I don't have morality. Anyone? Now the question is, as a civil service aspirant, can you write down one example where I'm bound by this moral, you may use the word moral fiber. Why I'm using this word moral fiber? Akurati Pallavi, 56th ranker, IAS 2007 batch, Karnataka cadre. Her last question, she was in the income tax service already. So her hobby was Rangoli. Interview was going on well. She was expecting somewhere 175, 180. It was her last fourth attempt. So the last, just about to end, one member asked, "You are the district collector and you are under tremendous pressure from your family to allot that contract to your brother who has absolutely no other source of income. As a district collector, it is procedurally correct. You are not violating the law. There is no dilemma. As a district collector, you can allot this project to your brother who is in desperate need. What do you do?" Something like that, not exactly like this. Then she paused a while, few seconds. "Sir, I'll bank on my moral fiber to decide this case. There is no right or wrong answer." I asked Pallavi, "How you got that spontaneous reply?" "I don't know, sir, frankly. It just came out. Sir, I follow the moral fiber in me." She landed up with 206 out of 275. Become the, instead of 170, 180, that one, that. Now tell me, EAA paper 250 and interview, are not they interconnected? Are you convinced now that it's not to be studied separately? The more you deeper, how do you go deeper into the subject? Not by reading. I'm not going to give you any study material. Absolutely, absolutely no. There is no study material. Your life itself is the book here. I want you to read from your life book, no other book. Then you become natural. You become authentic. It's very easy to understand this subject. There is no greatness in it. Now tell me, how many of you not understood the concept, what is morality? That which, then what is the basis of this? Why we are not sending our aged parents to old age home? Why are we not sending? There must be some source of that morality. What is that source of morality? Our tradition, our custom, our Sanatana Dharma, you may call it. It says that please take care of your aged parents. It is passed on from generation to generation, yes or no? So morality is created from infant stage, from the day we born, from the day we started walking. The moral fiber is slowly created in each one of us by our society through process called socialization. Now tell me, is it so difficult to understand what is morality? Can you take a pen and paper and take one example from your life that This is what morality. I want one example from each one of your life. That means if there are 50 candidates, 50 examples has to be there, unique to your life. Can you, if you understood, the morality has two things. One is there is a source for this. The source may be religion, Azmal Kasab, may be an external, maybe an individual driven motive that I want to kill this guy. Now, can you identify one? Only one example. I don't want to give example. It's like that amounts to spoon feeding. Can you take one example? Take a pen and paper and write one, explore your life to say that I'll not lie. Under normal circumstances, I don't want to lie. Why? మనం అబద్ధం చెప్పము జనరల్గా. When there is a life threatening, when there is something harm to others, I may lie. What is that? The source of lying is not good. What is the source, that one? What is the source? It may be Satya Harishchandra's story which is passed on from generation to generation. That could be if you ask Akurata Pallavi IAS, Karnataka cadre, they say that please do me this favor, I'll give you 10 crores. Secretly, I'll write one villa in your name or in your whoever name. It will be top secret, absolute secret, no one knows about it. Still she says that I don't want it. What is that source of that I shall remain honest? What is the source? It's not conduct rules. It's not Constitution of India. It may not be the religion. It may not be the family. My own. It's my own conviction. Like Nathuram Godse has created his own morality. Similarly, some civil servants say that, sir, I won't do it. Then you will be transferred out. I'll not do it. It's not honesty. It's the moral standing. That's individual. Then what is the source? Your conscience may be the source. The source of morality may be religion. The source of morality may be your tradition, customs. The source of morality may be Constitution. The source of morality may be Constitution. Then there has to be an example. Can you give me an example? How can the source of Constitution be source of morality? That's what called the constitutional morality. You heard about that one? Constitutional morality means what? Like Bhagavad Gita or Quran or Bible has emerged over a period of time as a source of do this, don't do this. It's individual. Now, the Constitution of India is competing with giving us moral code. Example, LGBTQT. Now, are you in favor of acknowledging the LGBTQT as human beings? Yes or no? Your religion says LGBTQT shall be put to death. What is your stand? If you are religious driven, the source of morality is LGBTQT shall be put to death. LGBTQT has no right of equality as per Trump, the president of US. Once he came to power, what did he do? Third gender. He has removed the column of third gender. Are you aware of it or not? Sure. Then what is the source of his morality? Is it a constitution of India, constitution of America? Absolutely not. What? His faith, his religion. He's an Orthodox Christian. I'm an Orthodox Christian. Under the Christian doctrine, there is no third gender, either male or female. That is what Trump says. What do you say? What is your source of morality? Do you accept that they are also human beings? Do you accept that? Yes or no? Or you have reservations? By all means, you have reservations. Each one may be having reservation. Because what is the source of morality? What is the source of your decision, your individual decision about LGBTQT? I don't want to talk to them. I don't want to acknowledge their existence. It's a taboo. They shall not be given. Even on rent. Constitution of India said, who are you? Constitution of India has taken the source. I am the source of morality. My morality says that they are also human beings. They are also entitled for equal protection under the law as per 21 article. Life and liberty. Who are you? Upper caste girl marrying a lower caste girl. The Kap Panchayat imposes death penalty. Now, I'm not judging. Basically, we are taking these examples to say, what is the source of morality? You are taking a moral stand. It's a moral stand you have taken based on your own religion, your own social system. As a civil service aspirant, I want you to explore your view. My opinion about LGBTQT, I'm aghast. I'm in favor of Trumps, only either male or a female. There is no third gender. How can there be third gender? I have taken the view. It's my opinion. My opinion. If I stop with that, I don't become a civil servant. I become an activist. But are you here to become an activist? Certainly not. You need not pay a fee to become an activist. So if you want to be a civil servant, by all means, take a stand. I am not in favor of LGBTQT. Take a stand. Then examine what is the source of that stance. What is that forcing me to shun this segment of the society? Then you are a civil servant. So now tell me, this is the simplest of examples. Are you ready for exploring your simple life experiences to fit into the EIA paper? That is only my request. Whoever is ready to do this exercise, introspection, examining each one, by all means you take the stand. Don't stop there. What is the source of that stand? If aged parents have to be taken care by me, what is the source of that? This is called morality. This is my individual. Morality is always individual centric. It is individual driven. I hope this much is clear so far. Anything you want to ask? Anything? If you are clear about these 4 examples, you will never, what I say, whether it in the interview or in the UPSC paper, you will never falter. Your answer will be crisp, provided you relate this to. Now, what is the constitutional morality? Says that Constitution of India declares that all are equal before the law. All are entitled for life and liberty. If you have to take the life of an individual, whether it is LGBTQ life, deny him or her employment opportunities, proper shelter, proper developmental schemes, accessibility. If you want to deny them, you have to have the reason. Just because they are third gender, they are neither male nor female, you can't deny them. Who is telling that? Constitution of India telling. So now Constitution of India has emerged as the source of moral decisions. That's called constitutional morality. Means what? The source. Now once you say that morality means, once you use the, it comes to your mind. We are not aware of this word. We are aware of the decision. What is the decision? I shall protect, I shall take care of my family. When it comes to the security of my family members, like I'll fight. Who told you? You need not fight. But the morality says that when the weaker members of the family has to be protected from the threat by the able-bodied people, whether male or female. What is it the tradition says? Now, again the source of morality. Take an example of a Sardarji. Any Sardarji here? They follow 5 Ks. You know the K, letter K. Letter K, 5 K. Now, any Sardar has to have these 5 on his person, on his body. What are the one is Kesh. 1 K stands for Kesh. Second, third one, Kirpan. Fourth one, what is that? I don't know. It's like our knicker, short knicker. It has to be there. I don't know what you call it in Punjab. Okay. Why this? What is the source of this? If you are a Sardar, if you are a Sikh male, you shall have these 5. Why Kirpan? Why this Kankan? Why this? It's a part of their moral upbringing. Guru Granth Sahib, then 10th Guru, advocated, he says that we are martial race. Why we are martial race of all the Indian subcontinent? Why the Sikh community is the martial race? Why? What was the historical? Their morality of wearing these 5 Ks on their person is linked to their geographical location. Any onslaught on the India, the first they enter from Karakoram range, then Hindu Kush, from there, first plains, Punjab plains. They butchered the villages, they destroyed, they captured their women folk. Who had that first onslaught on any attack on the India? Who? Punjabis. So we have to defend ourselves. Sikh Guru, 10th Sikh Guru, Guru Govind Singh, he transformed this into a martial race because for their own survival. South Indians, we don't carry kirpan. Why? Why not? Kirpan is a kirpan. Why not? Why not? The faith you follow doesn't prescribe kirpan. Because self-defense there, protecting your property, protecting the onslaughts from external aggressors. You need to defend yourself. For that you have to prepare. You have to become a martial race. So you have to be always ready to fight and give up your life. So a Sardar's morality towards his life is driven by Guru Granth Sahib. The source is religion. Are you with me or not? I don't want to dump you with information. There is no point in. I'm not cut for that. If I can't make you think, I'm a failure. I'm not here to fill your bucket with information. An ounce of just thinking is sufficient. If it is started in you, you are civil service. You are on the right track for the civils. If you try to remember ratta, I'm not there for you, definitely. So, are you ready to jump into your life 25, 26 years? Identify one or two of your decisions, your opinion about a thing, and what is the source of that? If it is a moral stand, what is the source of that moral?